Ask and you shall receive. Very simple concept, but a lot of people feel fear and they overcomplicate things and they start thinking too much and then they never ask. Ask and you shall receive. I went to the gym, to a new gym this morning, and I don't have access to that gym, but I wanted to try it out. And I was like, you know what? I'm gonna get to work out for free. Like, they're gonna let me try it out. And I know they have like a day pass or whatever, but you have to pay for it. And it didn't even run through my mind, oh, I'm gonna pay for the day pass. No, I was like, I'm just gonna work out and they're gonna let me try it. And so I go in there and I'm like, I scan it, and then he kind of like looks at me and I'm like, hey, I have access to the McAllen one. Can I try this one out? I want to check it out. And he was like, oh yeah, you can. But you have to upgrade. Would you like to upgrade right now? And I was like, well, I mean, I haven't tried it, I think it would be good, but I would like to try it first. And he was like, oh, okay, yeah, you can try it out. He was like, you can just buy the day pass. And I think he said it was like $15 or $20. But I was not thinking about paying. I was just like, okay, well, I mean, can I just try it out? And he was like, well, you can do the day pass. And I was like, well, I mean, is there any way I could just try it out? In my mind, it was already like, I'm gonna try it out without paying, I'm just trying out the gym. Like, I already have the membership, just not to this one. And he was like, well, it's because you need the higher upgrade that allows you to come into this gym. And I was like, okay, well, he was like, something else that you could do is you could switch your location to be this one. This one you can, this way you can work out here. And I was like, okay. Well, I was like, well, I think that would be a good idea because my office is by the other gym, but I actually live over here in Westlaco. So he was like, okay, well, you want to change it? And I was like, well, I mean, I want to check it out first. Like, I mean, I think I would, but I would like to check it out first. And he was like, well, I mean, you want to get the day pass? And so I was like, damn, like, can you just like, let me try it out without, having to pay? I guess I already had made up my mind that I was just going to ask and I was going to receive, right? But he wasn't budging. So I was like, honestly, I was about to leave because I was like, I'm not going to pay when I already have access. Like, I just got to drive over there. But I was like, is there any other way? And I was persisting, and I almost left, but I persisted a little bit more. And then he was like, you know what? You might have some points to be able to get your access for like 3 days or something like that. And I was like, some points? And he was like, yeah, you might have some points that they send you to your email or whatnot. And I was like, well, where can I find that? And he was like, oh, just search your email. And I searched and it wasn't there. And he was like, oh, search like reward points or something like that. TrueFit rewards. And I did. And then I guess I needed to make like a whole account, and I needed to do some things, and I didn't have an account. So I was like, okay, let me just, see if it works. And then I did. And then he was like, oh, look, you can get access to all the TrueFits for the entire month, as many times as you want now with the points that you have. And I was like, really? And he was like, yeah. And then he set me up on that. And then I checked, and I actually can get access for like 4 months to all the gyms, everywhere I want. And I was like, holy shit. Like, I was literally like, that's the definition of asking you shall receive. Like, I just wanted one day. Like, I just wanted to try it out. Just wanted to try it out how it is or whatnot. And the more of the story is asking you shall receive, but you need to persist. Like, you need to be persistent, because most people don't ask. Most people are not even gonna ask. So if you don't ask, you already have a no. How can they possibly tell you yes if you don't even ask, right? You got to take a chance on whatever it is. This is just my scenario. It just happened this morning, so I was like, you know what? I think this is a perfect time to share, ask and you shall receive. Now the second one is, a lot of people, they ask, but as soon as they get told no, or as soon as it doesn't go their way or the way that they thought it was gonna go, they back off. Okay, maybe it's not meant for me. Maybe it's not. Like, you need to truly believe that's gonna happen for you. It's ask and believe and you shall receive. Right? The moment that you truly believe that this is for you or that it's gonna happen, it will happen. Why? Because it already happened in your mind. And the outside is just a reflection of the internal. So once you change the inside, the outside must change. And it works in strange ways. I mean, for me, this example, it was, I just wanted to try the gym. Like, it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't anything big. Like, but I did think for a moment, man, like, it's not gonna let me. Like, and I was like, okay, like, maybe let me just go. But I still kind of asked a little bit more. I persisted. And I got a couple months to now try that gym and try other gyms that I haven't tried before for free. So it's like, wow. So it was already there for me, but I had to search and ask, and then I received. So whatever it is that you are thinking about right now, whatever it is that you are working on right now, everything happens for a reason. Everything happens for a reason. There's no such thing as accidents. Everything works by law. So if you're watching this video right now, it's for a reason. What or where could you implement this asking you shall receive? Something that you've been thinking about, something that's been lingering in your mind. So lately, I've been focusing on conscious congruency, meaning listening to that inner voice, to your intuition, to allow it to guide you into getting what you want, right? So this inner voice always wants the best for you. This is your subconscious mind. Some people call it God's voice, or your higher self. But it always wants to guide you. It wants the best for you. But a lot of times, because we don't even respect ourselves, because we don't believe in ourselves, as soon as we hear it whisper, because it whispers very low, we don't believe it. Or we start arguing with it. We start negotiating, saying, maybe they're gonna say no. Maybe it's not gonna happen. And there you go. You lost. You're not in tune. You're not in alignment with your higher self. So listen to that inner voice. Apply the law of ask and you shall receive. And believe that it'll happen. And once you believe, it'll happen for you. All right? Let's go!